Hello, welcome to this Warhammer 40k Battle League results video with me, Mark from the Xenovich channel.
I'm Ian. Hello.
He's Ian. Hello. So our Battle League tournament is over. It was an epic campaign. How many months was it? Good. Counting on fingers. I like it.
I think we started in March and we finished halfway through November, so I'll let you do the math.
If you've beaten me, 7 to 8 months, probably. So almost a year for this league, which is brilliant. 6 armies. We'll just talk about the rules quickly.
You can't speak.
Can't speak today. You tell about the rules.
I'll tell them.
I'll have a drink.
So the games themselves are normal Warhammer games, 40k games. They could be Eternal missions, they could be Maelstrom missions. How we did it this year though was half and half, so half were Eternal, half were Maelstrom. I think we'll probably do that again next year. In this tournament, I must do a little disclosure that 7th edition came out halfway through this league. So it did mix it up a little bit. Obviously, some armies benefited more than others. So, how many armies did we have? We had 6, 2,000 points in each army. So, as I said, it was the normal kind of Eternal War or Maelstrom missions. Each army would play each other twice, and you'd get points depending on how you did in that game. So if you won the game, you'd get 5 points. If you lost the game, you get 1 point. If you drew the game, you got 3 points each. However, if you managed to completely wipe the opponent off, you got an extra point. And if you were tabled, you'd lose that point for losing. So you'd get 6, 5, 3, 1 or 0. That's the difference you can get.
And the armies we had in this year's tournament was I just mentioned we don't use. It's a tournament where you can't use allies. We didn't. It is competitive. It's our competitive way of doing things, but we didn't want it to be ultra. Oh, I'm going to bring a tournament demons with Imperial Knights, Titans, and demons, because it'd just be a cheesy first where no one would have fun. With that being said, we had Necrons, one of your armies. I'll go through your armies. Necrons, Tau, and Chaos Space Marines. And I had Eldar, Space Wolves, and Tyranids. Again, Space Wolves got a new codex halfway through our tournament. So we got all the. I think we got all of the
Their games
were done just before, I think, so that we've been able to have a look through the codex and see if I want to use Space Wolves for next year's tournament, just kind of what new things I can do. So we'll go straight through to the results. The winners gain a shield, my lovely assistant. This shield, and the engravings on it. Last year was the first year we incorporated the shield, and the winners were...
It was Tyranids.
My Tyranids.
So they were the reigning champions going into this league. And
that was a dual force Tyranids list. I must emphasise that. Back in the edition, you could, if you had a 2,000 point army, you could do dual force. And me spamming like extra... I don't know what I had in that list just a year ago.
You definitely had Doom of Malantai.
Doom of Malantai back in the day.
That was legal.
So there was that. So Tyranids won 2013. That's the year it was. So without further ado, let's go into the results. If you'd like to say the results.
Okay, we'll start in 6th place. So unfortunately relegated for next year, 2015, will be my Necrons. They were good. I didn't really enjoy playing them. There were bits of the armies that I enjoyed playing, but I just didn't get into it.
I don't know. I didn't think it was the army for you.
No, I mean it's nice to have the mechanised, and obviously you all know that I like my tanks, but with that they were a bit too powerful for my liking. I like a bit of a challenge sometimes, challenge in one aspect, but you can back it up with this.
We say powerful. They did lose and were relegated, but bearing in mind Ian's never played Necrons. It's literally we both have never played Necrons, but we've known Necrons can be extremely devastating. And again, wrote quite a balanced list for that army.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, we only had about a month between 2013 finishing, because it ran over a little bit, and starting 2014. So it was kind of get a few bits and bobs here and there and see what I could do. So yeah, some elements, as I said, the wraiths, enjoyed the wraiths. If you have Necrons, take wraiths. They're solid. Really but they came sixth. They got a total of 19 points altogether.
So they played 10. They won 3 of them. They drew none of them, and they lost 7, and they got 19 points. In 5th place was the Tau. Tau got 10 points. They also had 3 wins, but they had a draw, so 6 losses, which mean overall they got 23 points. It was down to the last game in the season to see whether Tau or Necrons would be relegated, and it was in fact the Necrons. So in 4th
we had Chaos Space Marines. They had a slow start for them, and I seem to remember they had a bit of a slow start 2013 as well, but a couple of late wins meant that they secured their place in possible place in next year's tournament.
Yeah.
They got 25 points, so only 2 more than the Tau. So a couple of tabling here or there could make a difference.
They played 10. They won 3, drew 1, lost 6, but they got 2 points more from Chaos from various things such as not being tabled or tabling an army. So they got a little bit better than the Tau. 3rd place, Space Wolves. I'd only ever played the Space Wolves once before at the Christmas tournament last year, and so I thought I'd give them a go in this tournament. They didn't do too badly, actually. Played 10, won 5, lost 5. They're at 28 points, so quite average in our league tournament. I'd never really played an Imperial army before, other than Grey Knights, and the Space Wolves did alright. I like them, and I do like the new Space Wolf stuff. And when finances correct themselves and more money comes in, I'll start getting some more Space Wolf models.
I think as well with that, obviously if you've seen one of our sit and paints, I think it is, someone asked us what Space Marine armies we like, and we both said Space Wolves were up there, so it's nice to have them in the league.
Second place.
Ooh, second place. Now, Eldar didn't do too badly at all. They had a fair few wins. They had 7 wins. 7 wins, 3 losses.
And then huge points, 40 points. Now, Eldar, I think, were in the top 3 last year as well.
They came second last year, again.
Came second last year. Eldar are solid. I've played Eldar now, I think, since 2009. About 2009. And I've grown into the role as an Eldar Farseer. I don't generally take psychic powers, although they're supposed to be one of the most psychic races in the universe. I do enjoy the different ways Eldar can be tricky and manoeuvrable, and it kind of goes well with my play style. So Eldar came second, and the winners. I'm gonna do a little drum roll.
Ooh. As you may have figured out, it is the Tyranids.
Whoosh!
Tyranids won for the second year in a row. They managed to get 8 victories. A few of them were tabling as well, so they got a whopping score of 45 points.
Come on!
Out of a possible 60 points they could have got. But
again, similar to the dual force of last season, 2,000 points. The list I had written was a 2,000 point dual force from the previous edition, and nowadays I guess it would be an unbound, what would be called an unbound list, because I used 5 heavy supports or 6 heavy supports, one of those. That's the best part of the Tyranid Codex. So that again, dual forcing or unbound Tyranid forces can be deadly. Carnifexes were brilliant. Hive Tyrants, their roles changed, but they worked out quite well. And generally, Synapse wasn't too much of an issue for them, actually. And I thought they did alright. There are some Tyranid...
did alright? They won!
Some Tyranid armies out there don't do so well, but they did. And again, the list is kind of built for objectives, and we had a lot of objective missions.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's the results. The shield is going to stay in my possession. I'm going to get it engraved now for 2014 for the Tyranids again. For the 2015 Battle League, which will start obviously next year, probably January, maybe January time, maybe February time, depending on if we have new armies in. We don't tell each other what armies we have until the day, really, randomise it and then start. So it is a bit of a secret from each other. I kind of wanted to do a video on this, but obviously we watch back on videos that we've done to make sure that the quality is good, and so I don't really want you knowing the secret armies I might
what
have
we
taken.
will say, or what I will say, what I'll put it out there, is that once we've done them, so we'll probably write them in late December, early January.
Christmas, yeah.
Once we've done them, we will do a video saying who's in the next league. Obviously, Tyranids have to be in the next league.
Mm-hmm.
They are reigning champions. They have to stay in there. But everything else is up to play with.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from Necrons, obviously Necrons won't be coming because they got relegated. So we'll do a video probably early next year saying who's in, who's out, who's shaking it all about.
I'm going to do the Okokoki. That's what it's all about. Yeah, so no Necrons, Tyranids, yes. A video will be coming up about the armies we choose. I've got an idea of at least 2 of them. My 3.
Sisters Bar.
Oh!
Demons?
No. You're just going to go through the list now until I have a reaction. No. So yeah, thank you very much for watching our Battle League tournament. Please keep an eye out for more videos to do with that. Like I said, the next video we'll do for that will be the 2015 Battle League tournament, the 3rd year in our Battle League tournament, and
We can't let Tyranids win it again.
I
am going to, as long as Tyranids don't win.
Well, 7th edition is out, and I'll be saying they have to be a bound army. That will change it up a bit.
You can have unbound armies.
Lamies?
Lamies.
Llamas.
You can
Unbound
have
llamas.
llamas if you want. I don't.
Okay, that's interesting, because
Think
Tyranid's
that
got
could-
could have like 12 Toxicranes. And still have points left over, which is brilliant. 2,000 points again?
Yes, it will be 2.
Always 2,000 points. Yeah. Excellent. Okay, so that's the results. Tyranids are the winners. Leave a comment below about what's your favourite Warhammer 40k army and what armies you like to see and in our next Battle League, and we'll see if we have the money and time to kind of do it. Because I might have a new army for it. A dark version of an army I might have. I'm hoping to have the time to paint and have them in for next season. So let us know what armies you want to see in our Battle League and what armies you want to see more so on the channel, because I know we neglect some armies, Sisters of Battle, and we probably won't have them on the channel, I'm afraid. Neither of us fancy having them. I'll see if my sister likes them or people we know. But
there's nothing wrong with them. It's just
no,
they're not my cup of tea.
No. So thank you very much for watching. I've been Mark from the Xenoviz channel.
I've been Ian.
And sorry about the hate for Sisters of Battle. But
no hate.
No hate. No.
Hate's a strong word.
But we will see you on the next video.
Goodbye.